Oh, do I have a doozy of a story for you in my latest, this was a Lyft ride. So crazy confessionals of a Lyft Uber driver something or another, episode number 47, I believe we are at. This one accused me of stealing something of hers and then threatened to call the police. Maybe she did after I kicked her out and ended the ride. I have no idea. But here's how the ride went down. And I would love for you to comment and tell me how you would have responded at different points of this story. Let me know if it would have been different than me or better than mine. Who knows? I don't know. But so first I pick her up. Seems like a really nice lady. In fact, the whole ride, pretty much, she was really nice up until the end. She took her special needs son to school. Pretty sweet. She was showering me with all kinds of compliments. It was a little overboard, but she seemed harmless. I just said, thank you, thank you. Once she dropped her son off, then it started to get weird. She started telling me about how she's working on a process right now of developing her physical body into a robot so that her body can live forever and she just never dies. I'm like, well, some people believe the soul goes on, but I think all of us know the body dies. There's really no way around that, but some believe the soul goes on. And she keeps telling me about how, oh no, she's working on a robot so that she can physically live forever too. And I'm like, okay, well, hey, you do the best you can. So that was me just making the passenger feel as comfortable as possible. Doesn't have to be a debate in a circumstance like that where it's customer versus driver. So that's all that was. But in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but still really nice and nothing to worry about at this point, just off, out there. So we get to the second place. And during this time, she says, I need to go to multiple stops and Lyft only allows 2, not 3. I'm like, yeah, don't worry. I'll just take you wherever you want to go. Don't worry about it. You want to go to 4 places, 5 places. I don't care. We'll just tell me where to go. It's all good. Because that's what I do. I try to be the best driver I can. I like to accommodate. It makes me feel good. And typically that's not a problem. So anyway, we get to the second place, which is a grocery store. And she's like, I won't be long. Okay, cool. Because I always check to make sure it's going to be quick. Otherwise, I'll just suggest that they order another ride when they're ready to go. So she established it would be fast and it's taking a bit longer than she said it would. So I give her a call through the app and I text her a couple times. She's not writing back. I'm just about to send one more text message to say, just to let you know, haven't heard from you. It's been a while. I'm going to end the ride. Take your time, order another ride when you're ready. And just before I push the send button, she calls me back and just says, my glasses are gone. They're super expensive. I just bought them and your car was the last place I had them. Can you, I'm looking, I don't see them in my back seat or anything like that. Maybe you misplaced them. No, I might have to call the police. I'm like, okay, that's weird. So we hang up and then she comes out to my car right after. And she's looking and I'm looking, yeah, sorry, ma'am, I just don't see them. That sucks. I hope you can find them if they're that expensive. And she's like, well, I've got it on record. This is the last place I had them. It was in your car and now they're not here anymore. So I'm going to have to call the police. I'm like, excuse me? Okay, look, if you want to call the police, that's fine. But, I'm not going to stick around for that. That's going to take a long time. I want to go and make some money. So take your time and request another ride when you're ready to go. She didn't like that very much. So I start pulling off and she calls me on the app and she starts accusing me basically of stealing or continues the accusation. And I'm like, look, ma'am, I think you're being pretty obnoxious right now. I think I called her an obnoxious, self-absorbed prick, something like that. So maybe that wasn't the best thing to do, but she just accused me of stealing something and that she was going to call the police. I'm like, whatever, man. So, and final word to her was, don't call me back. Don't ever call me again. Ever. Hung up. So that was that. And so, did she really call the police? I have no idea. I did immediately give her 1 star on the app, a 1-star rating. And I gave her feedback that basically described that she tried to accuse me of stealing and was threatening to call the police. She should be kicked off the platform. And so I sent that. If you rate your driver or the driver rates a passenger 3 stars or less out of 5, you will be unpaired. Tip for all of you out there. If you have a driver that's kind of creepy, kind of off, and you don't want to risk getting that driver again, give that driver a 3 or below, and you'll never be paired with that driver again. So I gave her a 1, never be paired with her again. This was pretty bad though, to accuse somebody like that without having proof or something conclusive, and to say you're going to call the cops. So, and I'm always thinking about other people. Like The typical Lyft and Uber driver is working hard because they have to support their family. They just want to do an honest day's work. The last thing they need, the last thing they deserve is to have some prick like that accuse them of stealing something that they either misplaced or she lied about it. One of the two. She either lied and trying to get a free handout, or she honestly misplaced and accused me. So no driver deserves that. Uh, but thankfully, I guess thankfully it happened to me and not somebody who's really, down on their luck, so to speak. Oh yeah, one other thing I said on the phone when she called me back, just before I said, "Don't ever call me again," I said, "You're a lying criminal." Oh, she accused me of disrespecting her after I called her obnoxiously self-absorbed. She said, "You're disrespecting me." I'm like, "You're damn right I'm disrespecting you. You're a lying criminal. Don't ever call me again." Something like that I said. Hung up, and that was that. So I contacted Lyft, did the feedback, the 1 star out of 5, but I also called them and basically said, "Hey, look, here's what happened. I think you should look at kicking her off the platform permanently because she might be doing this to other drivers, and nobody deserves to be accused of stealing something." So I don't know how seriously Lyft is going to take it. They said they're going to investigate and they're going to email me, and I'll check my email later and see what happens. Maybe make a follow-up to this video. We'll see. But I sincerely hope that she does get kicked off the platform, because I have a feeling she's going to do this over and over again, and maybe she might be successful at some point, and she could be successful against some driver that's already down on their luck, and now they got to deal with this. No, that's inexcusable. 1 strike, you're out. There should be no grace on that. She needs to be off the platform. That's my very strongly guided opinion there. So what do you guys think? Should she be kicked off, or should she be censored or censured in some way? What consequence do you think needs to happen to this person, and how would you have reacted? I'd love to read your comments. And my website, topstardriver.com, to see more interesting stories like this from Uber and lifting. And I've also got my website, of course, tomberkenmeyer.com, just like it's spelled here on social media. My name, tomberkenmeyer.com. And that's all I got for you. Mwah. Bye for now.